Hi folks, this is Steve, the Cardboard Cultist, and today we're taking a quick look at Codenames Duet, a two-player game published by Czech Games Edition and designed by Vlada Šivatel and Scott Eaton. Codenames Duet follows on from the hugely successful Codenames, and much like in Codenames, players are trying to track down agents by giving single-word clues to their teammates. The primary difference with Duet is that instead of being played competitively in two opposing teams, the two players will be working cooperatively to try and track down the agents. Collectively, players will need to track down 15 green agents, and their locations can be found on the double-sided keycard over on the right of your screen. Each side is different and only visible to one of the two players, so I need to lead my teammate to the green locations on my keycard, while my teammate does the same using their side. In a standard game of Codenames Duet, players have just 9 turns to achieve this. Players also need to avoid those black X's on the keycard which represent assassins. They also need to try and minimise their contact with innocent bystanders, which are just going to slow you down, as contact with those is going to end your turn. And due to this turn limit, players really need to maximise their efficiency if they want to be successful. Now, if you're familiar with the original Codenames, you're probably already aware that the core mechanics have been carried over to Duet. However, this simple switch to two-player cooperative play really changes the feel and nature of the game. While you could still play Duet in two larger teams, the game excels at the two-player count, and it generates a much more focused atmosphere than the original Codenames. And it just feels like there's a little more room to really dial yourself into your teammates' thought process. Now, of course, at the two-player count, you just don't get that party game feel which so many people love about Codenames. You don't get that same anarchic atmosphere as teams try to collectively follow the logic of the Spy Master. In terms of whether Duet is a good fit for you, it's very much a case of how much you value that aspect of the game, or whether you feel like you have the shelf space for the original Codenames and Duet. For me, this is a nice addition to my collection, and moreover it's a great addition to the Codenames franchise. I can get this to the table easily, and it's not in the position of the original game where it has to compete with so many other amazing party games just for table time. Hopefully this has given you some idea of whether Codenames Duet is going to be a good fit for you. But if you are a fan of these type of word games, I'm sure it's going to hit the mark. Until next time though folks, as always, take care and thanks for watching.